Yes. Mr. Michael, welcome to Daylight TV once again.
Thank you.
It's good to have you at Daylight Dome.
It's a pleasure being here.
Let's start this our interview with you by talking about your latest offering to the world, Just Like Fela.
Yeah,
tell us what Just Like Fela all about.
Well, Just Like Fela is a song that is an Afrobeat song, dance song that is a tribute to the legendary Fela Anikulapo Kuti. You know, I noticed in our space that there is nothing, no song, you know, to elegize and to praise that genius that came from these shots, you know. So I just, I think it was while I was watching a video on TV of a group called Maroon 5. I like them.
Called what?
Maroon 5.
Maroon 5. Okay.
So they were doing a song, Dance Like Jagger. You know, dance.
Jagger.
Like Mickey Jagger. You know,
yeah.
They are the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, I'm aware.
So I say, hey, let me do some. After that, watching the video, I said, let me just do something on Fela.
Interesting.
You know, I said, nah, I won't dance like I'm going to rock you just like Fela. You know. So that's how the song came, and the thing just kept on.
When was it dropped? When did you drop the song?
Yeah, officially the song was dropped globally on the 9th of February.
Interesting.
Yes, that's the song. The video came.
There's a video?
Yes, they have a video. The video came on the 5th of March.
Wow.
Almost 1 month after.
So for both the song and the video, what is the situation like for both and what?
Well, it's you know, for music to get in there, it has to take some time and a lot of push. So we're giving it the push, and so far so good. We're getting a lot of positive response. Yes, we're waiting for it to blow.
Okay, wait for it to blow.
Yes.
So how soon do you think it's going to blow?
Let's say the next 2-3 months, with effective push.
Who produced the song for you?
Dr. Chris Okoro, my friend from way back. We've been working for a long time.
Okay, so the Fela family, are they aware about this? You're supporting them? The Fela family?
Well, I want to believe they've heard the song, but I don't need any permission to write a song on anybody. So I didn't go to anybody to get permission to write a song on Fela. You know, because Fela did a lot of songs on people, you know.
That means you're one of his fans while he was alive?
Of course, I mean, you can't help but be his fan because he was a great composer, great arranger, great producer, great songwriter, and of course his lyrics was very conscious, you know.
I like that.
He was able to minister to people. Till today, the music is still very relevant. Till tomorrow. In fact, the music has even become bigger
than the man himself.
Because the music has transcended a lot of young people, right? People like, oh, we're doing Fela, we're doing Afrobeat. Before, when Fela was there, was the only one doing Afrobeat. But right now, Afrobeat has gone global.
Everybody global.
But about just one
that genre of music.
Yeah, Afrobeat.
I agree with you.
You know, Afrobeat has gone into Afrofusion, Afro hip hop, Afro pop. You know, it's a potpourri. It's a big thing. So celebrating Fela is celebrating all the achievements.
Interesting.
Yes.
We'll come back to Just Like Fela. But I know you didn't start your life or career as a musician. You understand? What found this love and passion for music?
I've always been playing music.
But I know you didn't. No.
I have a gift for music.
Okay. You read something related to science.
Agric economics. Yes.
So why this passion for music? And when did it start actually?
Well, it started right from secondary school.
Interesting.
Even before I went to.
Okay.
If I had a serious guidance counseling, I would have gone into the arts.
Are you saying you regretted not reading music in school? You regret it?
Not necessarily reading music. I read something, if not music, but something related
to arts.
Yes. If I don't read music, I would have been like a genius now.
Interesting.
You know, some people say I'm a genius.
You are.
But you see, if I had read music, I would have been on another planet. So
back to the question: what informed your passion love for music? So it's like from secondary school days.
Well, it's in the family. If I may use that, my grandfather's sister was a poet.
Yeah, go ahead, I'm listening.
She was a poet. There's what we used to call, there's a ceremony. You know, my village is where this festival of the pumpkin leaves, as written by Chino Achebe, is celebrated in the whole of the east. That's Umo Ezedike Umo. That's the only place in the southeast.
Which state is that?
In Imo State. That's the only place the festival of the pumpkin leaves is celebrated.
Interesting.
I believe that his father must have worked there. So
I agree with you.
You understand?
He was from Anambra.
Yes. So the Oswehi is a dance for Ehi in Igbo. You know, Igbo cow.
Matured one.
There is this sports.
No.
In my place, it's called Oswehi.
No.
So that's the height of all the ceremonies that happened in those days. That sports where they do all sorts and that's the climax. You understand? So she's the one that comes to sing. They call it Elile.
Yeah.
She comes and does poetry and poetry sings in a so. My being in music, a lot of people now link it. It's in the family.
Interesting.
To that lady, that woman, that beautiful woman. My grandfather's sister.
Interesting.
Nliam's sister.
Interesting.
So I believe, because the thing comes natural to me.
I know.
I told them in one interview, I write songs in my sleep. In my sleep, I write the songs. I get up and put it on my phone.
Where were you when you conceived this just like Fela song?
Like I told you, I said I just watched a Maroon 5 yes, and that was you can get inspired by so many things. Okay. But the ones that are some I get in my dreams,
Okay. Your last work, if I can remember, your last work was I don't know, but it was called One Day.
No, that wasn't the last work. The last work was Yapa.
Yeah, but when was this?
It was 2005, a long time ago.
That was taking to my next question. Why did it take this long to hit like
again? When we were playing music, there was no consistency, I must say.
Sure.
And way back when we were playing music, economically there was nothing there.
Interesting.
There was no money. We're just doing it for passion.
Sure.
And you need to pay your bills. You need to grow.
Because the bills they keep mounting.
You understand? So we had to now deviate into Nollywood, and you know how Nollywood is. It has a way of just holding you.
Sure.
When the big telecom people came, music revived. All those boys started to face them, all of them. Sure. They continued. We didn't.
Because we were the
they are contemporaries. You understand? They continued. We didn't. So I don't know. It's taking so long, but you see, it has always been there. I've always wanted to do this, and
just like Fela is a singular.
Yes, I have.
How do we intend to see the full album? Is there going to be a full album?
Yes, there is a full album.
So when is it coming?
It's already recorded.
Interesting.
It's already recorded. I spent the COVID period doing that.
It's going to be called what? Any name for any title?
I'll call it Collector's Item.
Like how many tracks are we looking at?
We're looking at 8 songs.
Interesting.
They are ready.
So this is just like just one of the tracks?
Just one, yes.
Songs.
You just want to test the waters.
You used to be in a group called Safari, have you?
Yes.
Is it still, is it defunct now? Is it defunct now?
Well, technically it is, Safari is not there anymore.
So it's there?
Technically.
Okay.
But I am there, Abby is there, the songs are still there.
But the group is no longer existing?
Well, technically yes, but Abby and I were still friends and still do stuff together. And there is nothing that stops us from saying tomorrow we want to do something together as Safari. Nothing.
Interesting. So now you're doing a solo work.
Yes, yes, for people, just for me to express myself, and for Abby to express himself. Because he's also coming out with a.
So no rancor, no animosity whatsoever.
No. He directed my video actually.
Wow, interesting.
So we work together.
Revelation. So let's away from music now. Let's talk about you and Nollywood, because the name Nliam is one of most of Nollywood soundtracks.
Yes.
But before then, let's start. How did you come to Nollywood first? How did your journey to Nollywood? How did it start?
Well, I was staying with my brother during that university time at Bako, Abuja.
You schooled at Lagos?
Yes, I went to secondary school in Lagos.
Okay, we talking about secondary school. Okay, fine.
Yeah, I went to secondary school in Lagos. My university was in Ilorin.
Okay, I read the agroeconomy.
Agric
economy,
not agro.
Okay, agric economy.
Yes.
Ilorin. Okay,
it means
fine.
nothing to me.
Okay.
You understand? I'm not using it for anything.
So back to our talk again. How you came to Nollywood?
So I met Zeb.
Interesting.
I met Zeb. I went to his office in Orishfem.
Which year was this? Carry on here?
I think around 93.
Okay, fine. Go ahead. It's good to have this things documented.
I went to Olufemi Shokon.
There was secondary school there?
No, I was in university.
Okay.
I'd already
left secondary school.
Yes, left secondary school. I went to the Femi Shokon and because we used to have demos then. Do you understand? Demos because we were recording.
Sure.
Abi and I just recording.
Oh, Abi, this same Abi?
Yeah, this same Abi.
We've been friends way back.
Yeah, so
interesting.
I now took these cassettes then and gave to Zeb. Yeah, listen to it. Say, you guys are so talented. Zeb has a knack for discovering talent.
Sure, I'll go with you.
And it gives you a chance,
I like that.
So when an opportunity came for a soundtrack for a film called Neka, because Zeb were the one, the whole thing was in Zeb's office.
That was your debut as a soundtrack?
Yes, it was actually Joe Dudu that wrote that script.
So let me take this. Sorry, I'm not going to show. So ab initio, you came into Nollywood as a soundtracker.
Yes,
you just came in.
I just walked into the office.
Not to come and act
as a songwriter. No, I'm not an actor, and I've never acted.
So go ahead.
Never wanted to.
So let's go over with the stories. Interesting.
So
the opportunity came with
Neka. Zeb said, Mike, why don't you go and do something? So I went home, and the next day I had written the song. That day I wrote that song that day.
The Neka song.
Yeah, I don't think it took me up to 30 minutes to write that song.
Interesting.
So I now wrote it, the way we write on some paper and the lyrics and everything. And I went to Zeb and I performed the song. Wow.
So this was around 1993?
Yes, this was a cappella.
No sound nothing.
Wow. Okay, he said, why don't you guys go and put music to it? So we went and did a demo of that song. Man, it was a bang. In fact, they already the Kanayo, okay, Ogunjofo, Igwe Gaboski, the others of Neka, they were the ones that bought from Jodudu and Zeb. And they now got Nelu Chendo to be the soundtrack maker. She was a big woman. And apart from being a big woman, she has always been huge on folk things. Yes, she was involved in Things Fall Apart.
I remember.
You understand the soundtrack?
Yeah.
She was the one that did the soundtrack of Things Fall Apart. So she has always been involved in big projects, and she was a fantastic musician. And composer. So while they were in the studio, when they were on set
with her,
with Nelly, all the cast and crew. Before then, that might see this thing. Okay, Ogunjofa has had it. They didn't understand it. Ken okay has had it. This small boy,
who is he? Where's coming from?
You understand?
Yeah.
Who is he? So something happened that night.
Okay.
Zeb just took, when they were on a break after the shoot, Zeb now took the tape, put it in the cassette and played it.
Then you've done the demo already?
Yeah, demo. Now the change said, what? Say, what am I hearing? Say, who is this? Say, wow. He said, who made this song? Say, that is the soundtrack.
Oh.
Say, who made this? Say, what? Say, I need to know who did this song. Go and get who did this song. Yes. They are already prepared to record the thing in the studio with Kinsley Ogora and everything. They already prepared everything.
That's hers.
Yes.
Can I saw you?
She said no. She said no, that she has nothing that can beat this.
Wow.
Say, I want to see the person that did this song.
Wow.
Please bring that person to the studio. That's how they started looking for me. They came to my brother's house where I was staying. They came, they said they want you in the studio.
What a break.
That's how I went to the studio.
Interesting.
With and the one saw me say, hey, you small boy? Say she has never seen anything in her life like this. Say, small boy like you did this thing? Say, this song is this. He said, this song is this film.
Wow.
She said, this song is this film. He said, you cannot separate this song from this film. He said, it will be an honor for me to do this song with you.
Not did it with you?
She didn't. I don't know what happened. Eventually, I was recorded. Kinsley Ogolo orchestrated the same thing that Chris did. There was no change.
So she didn't partake in the.
She did another song,
but they didn't take that one.
They took the song, but my song was she did another song. It was in the movie, but that song I did was she's.
Are you saying the movie had two soundtracks?
Yes, it did.
But yours was the top.
That was even.
I still remember.
She still agreed. She said it from the one.
Can you just give us a smack about that Neka, please?
Oh, Malicha Matadima, Licha Michaka, Bunun Sobubiwa, Cheta Papenegu Gualogi, Mantichiegi, Maki Ego, Ibenkoa, Neka Mo, Abugini, Omilala. Thank you. I will remix the song soon. I will.
You have to.
I will.
Let's move to our next question, please.
I will.
So after Neka, what? Tell us more of your.
Neka, I did for the Fortune Smile on Me for the soundtrack Fortunes.
Okay, that was the second one after Neka.
Yeah, I think I did even that Fortune first.
Okay.
Because before they finished shooting the Neka and all that, Fortune had come.
Okay.
So naturally, they said go and write. And I came out with that one.
You were the man behind Fortune.
Yes, me, yes. From then I went, did Candlelight, did so many. I did Evil Passion. As soon as I did the Neka, I did Evil Passion with Tina Odiwe. I did my own separately. She did her own separate. They brought it together, yes. They brought them together.
Yours was the best again.
Well, I don't know about that, but they brought the two songs together into the film.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and I went on and did so many.
Can we take a count of maybe like 10 of your greatest soundtracks?
Great, I can't even remember.
Okay,
because I did so many.
Just give us 10. Like, okay, for 5. You did Neka.
I did Neka.
You did Evil Passion.
I did Evil Passion. I did Ruby, 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 oh Ruby.
Okay.
That's Deadly
Passion.
Not Deadly Passion. Fatal Desire.
Interesting.
I did Deadly Passion running through my head, driving me. Deadly Passion. I did. There are so many of them. Goodbye Tomorrow. How can I say goodbye tomorrow? I did Tears for Love. So many of them. So many.
So what's happening these days? You no longer do soundtracks as a revival.
Well, you see the people that.
What happened?
You see, I'm glad things are changing now.
Okay. So what happened? They used to be at the top. All of a sudden,
the people that I just stopped one.
Okay.
Other people started coming in.
Okay.
Good people.
Did you feel threatened when it's not coming?
Not really. There's nothing you can do about it.
Sure.
You understand? There's growth has to come.
Sure.
Yes, and young ones have to come. You understand? And there's this. When people feel that, especially in our side, when people feel that you are up there, they just want to. They feel that in fact, it was basically money that made me leave. Reduce my doing soundtrack.
What sense? They don't pay.
They don't pay. I want to put me in one place for so long. Come on.
So with all this, your award-winning soundtracks as a songwriter, are you saying you were not financially rewarded?
They don't pay well. Especially when the traders came in.
Never paid well.
Yeah, they never paid well. They just decided that this is what they pay, and so me as.
Can you tell us a bit what's the?
They just peg the money. I pay you 40,000. If you don't take 40,000.
As at that time.
As at that, when I was doing soundtrack, I was getting paid more than any actor.
I said that one was with there, 4,000.
No, you don't understand.
Okay, but
when I was working for NEC, I did all of NEC soundtrack now, from Glamour Girls to.
Like how much were you paid then?
Like 100,000. How many actors and the 100,000? Yeah, give it. Yes.
40,000.
Yes, they reduce it even less.
So that was why you left.
That was one of the reasons why I just stayed. And again, there's this monotony. It became less interesting. Not just about our body, creativity-wise. You understand? When the stories are, it's not challenging. It's not.
Are you still going to come back to soundtrack in Nollywood?
Look, I'd rather sing. I'd rather sing because that one stays for posterity.
But if a good offer comes,
you see, it's relative. The soundtrack making has to be holistic because the soundtrack involves the music score, and if you have a song or two or three you want to put, you can get different artists to sing those songs, make those songs. You can get Burna Boy or Wizkid if you can afford them. Like look at the video now. The video did.
Copy of
soundtrack. That Chioma is
part of for.
Yes, it's part of. It's a music. It's a business.
But he has not presented that.
It's a business. You understand? Like that Chioma now is going to go up. Because success of coming to America too. It's going to go up.
Even the video said also go.
The video is up,
so it's going to go higher.
It's going to go higher. Even the way I see the video is like it's going to be the irrespective of the Grammy Award.
Like he didn't win.
Yes, I can tell you because look, those things are this market.
Oh, if you have to,
almost the whole world has seen coming to America now.
Sure.
And they saw the video perform live. How many artists come? It's only that video that is the only artist that performed there.
That was right. That was
it's
right.
The only artist in the whole world.
I agree with you. In Nigeria for that matter.
Yes.
But let's go back to your days as a soundtracker. Among the body of your work, if you were to pick today, what would you say was your best? Not the soundtracks I did.
You know, best is relative.
Okay.
But the one that you put a lot of story around it.
Okay.
The circumstances and the story, I would say my first two songs, soundtracks. The Fortunes one, because Fortunes, yeah, the Fortune or the Sewa and Kisly Ogoro, them, they were battling for that one.
Okay, they have somebody in mind.
They were battling, they were the ones that, you know.
Felt they could do it.
It was them that had to insist that
it must be you.
Yeah.
And you didn't disappoint.
I worked with Kisly on that one.
Okay, interesting.
On Fortunes, yes, and it was nice.
The Neka again.
Nega, yes.
Interesting.
So it's Kisly produced. But Neka, in Nega's case, he produced he just repeated what Chris did.
Interesting.
Do you understand?
What did
Chris? Okay. Because we did, you know, Chris, me and you will come a long way.
Which Chris is that?
Okoro.
Okay, Chris Okoro.
Yeah, we'll come a long way.
Let's take a look at Nollywood again, but under dimension now. You are a songwriter, soundtrack, and Nollywood. That is a part. You are a musician. That's a part again. I also know you're a producer.
I'm a songwriter. Yes, I'm a producer.
So let's talk about
I'm not a successful producer.
Let's talk about that now.
I'm not a successful.
Which was the first movie as a producer?
I'm not a very successful producer.
First, before I come to that, which was the first movie as a producer for us?
The first movie we made was Chico and I. It was called Obsession.
Okay, which year was this?
It was a long time ago. Around 96 or so.
How about your solo effort as a producer? Which was your solo effort?
The solo effort I did Unforgettable. That was in 2000 and Unforgettable, maybe 2003, 2004.
Okay, as a solo producer, how many films have you produced? How many movies?
It's not more than 5 or 6. You
said you're not a successful producer. Why do you say that?
In the sense that success is relative.
I agree with you.
Yes, money is important for you to make money.
Sure.
Yeah, we really never made money. Apart from the films I made with Chico, because we were making films as partners in Grand Touch then. You know, may so rest in peace, Chico.
We'll talk about Chico soon.
So we made money in those films.
Sure.
We were the first set of people to buy cars.
But now you say you were not successful as a producer.
You don't understand. I said those ones.
Okay.
You understand? You know the Chico factor too.
Sure.
Yeah. The Chico had his own way of doing things.
I know too.
So we made some money. You know, Tizik came and joined us, and I then later went solo, and look,
it didn't gel.
The film made money. Unforgettable made money. It was a big film, made money, but it was Vitus, my marketer, that ate the money. The deal I did with him was not in my favor, and he made most of the money.
And you didn't take him to court?
No, you don't understand. We agreed already.
Okay.
I'm not accusing him.
Okay.
It was a bad deal I made.
Any regrets on that?
Of course, if I had a chance, I wouldn't have made that kind of deal.
Okay.
Because it was the beginning. It was my first movie. I was supposed to have made a lot of money. A film that sold over 60,000 or 70,000 then. You understand? You know when money was money. You know.
Okay, since there was a mistake on that first movie, how about the other ones that you made? Do you have similar mistakes also, similar setbacks or challenges also?
You know, distribution was the biggest problem.
Even the other ones you later made?
Yes, biggest problem. When you have to depend on somebody in the market to tell you what to show.
But what was there? Now there's a new form of marketing now for movies now. You can do your movie, go on and do your movies, sell online.
Look, how much do you make?
Does that mean you won't make movies again? Does that mean you quit making movies as a producer?
For myself, I won't.
But for some other person?
I do work with people. I do work produce for people.
If you're called to produce for somebody.
Of course, I have two now.
But to invest your own money.
I have two now that I'm going to be working.
You want to talk about them?
Not really. I don't want to talk about them.
Okay.
You know, I was also part of I was the line associate. What is it called now? What do they call me? Creative producer, whatever it is. For that, for a series that was shot by my friends from India on Bollywood.
It's called what?
It's called Deceptive Measures.
Shot here in Nigeria?
It was shot here 3 years ago.
Is he currently airing?
Yes, in Kenya. It's
a Kenyan movie, not Nigeria.
It's a Nigerian. It's an all-African cast. It's an all-African cast. I actually cast all the people on that set.
So a mixture of Nigeria and other African stars.
Ghanaians.
So how come it's not airing here? Why is it not airing here?
That's because it's not my.
What's the game for record?
Deceptive Measures. It's not my.
You were the line producer for this.
Yeah, I was one of the producers. I was the main producer here.
Interesting.
But the truth is that it's not my product. I was hired. You understand?
Looking back, would you say you were fulfilled financially in Nollywood? Looking back,
I wouldn't say so. I believe that there's a lot more in store for me, you know, in the nearest future, especially in the area in music. You know, Nollywood has grown. A lot of people have come in, and they are taking it to another level. You know.
Are you happy about that?
Yes, it's good.
We're talking about government. Do you think government has done enough for the industry?
Government can't do anything. You know, government can't do anything in Nigeria.
How about their so-called grants and qualities?
Government cannot help anybody.
Serious?
In Nigeria, the Nigerian government can't help anybody. They can't. Anything you bring government with just collapse.
So your opinion, government has not done anything for Nollywood at all?
Well, government has, when compared to what Nollywood has done for Nigeria, they've not done anything for Nollywood.
I like that.
Do you understand? But when Goodluck was there, he did his bit. Then the spillover, when Buhari came in, they did a little for the people that benefited. You know, I was able to attend school on serious training on film
under Jonathan,
University of California, Los Angeles. So yes, it was a benefit for me. And I also got the grant from Jonathan.
And this government is now doing the same?
This government, they have their own way. They are doing this what they are doing now for SMEs. So we fall under SMEs. So they don't want to, like, we producers fall under SMEs. And some people have benefited from it. So let me not take everything away from them. You know.
But in your views, government hasn't done enough for Nollywood.
Government. Government. What government really is supposed to do is to just support.
And they're not giving us support.
They are in their own little way.
But it's not enough.
It's not enough.
How about corporate bodies?
Those ones do nothing for Nollywood. With the exception of, let me not advertise, a few telecom companies that employ our stars. I don't want to mention their names.
So the bulk of them
they know themselves. Those ones are really trying for stars. But you see, you're doing for the stars. You are not doing for your business. You are not doing for the
industry. Across.
No, we don't feel it. And you know all these our stars. They are like money for hand, bag for ground. Our stars, they don't give a damn about anybody.
Well,
you know,
as a critical stakeholder who has also been there for a very long time, what would you say is the biggest challenge facing Nollywood
right now?
Yeah.
Apart from access to finance, because look, for you to do a business successfully, you need to have access to finance.
I agree with you.
We still have that distribution issue. Because look at it right now. You make a film. Why do you ask me? Who do I want to make the film for? Who do I want to make the film for? How much money will I use in making the film? Do you understand? Is it for the cinemas? Do I have the budget? Do I have enough money? Okay, what is even the guarantee that if assuming I have the money, that I will make my money back? How many screens do you have that are showing the films? It takes an extraordinary, fantastic film to break even and make profit in Nollywood.
Why is it that way? Why is it like that?
Look, you spend a lot of money on promotion. The screens are not enough. Do Do you understand?
Sure.
And sometimes too, it could just be. I don't. In fact, there is not. In fact, look, if you ask me what makes a film, apart from some films are quality, some films have the good story, some films have good. They have enough stars.
Over the edge, feel like